Good morning, everyone. So, in today's class, we are going to deal with hands-on sessions on Python functions. Okay. So, what's the Python functions? We have seen in the previous lecture, previous video on YouTube. I've given what all the functions will do and how many types of functions are there, and each everything we have discussed there. In today's class, we are going with a hands-on sessions of our practical programs on functions in Google Colab. So for that, first I will be initially going with a Google Chrome. So I'll be sharing the screen. So, so I think the screen is visible now. So go for the new window. So inside the new window, you directly go with a type Google Colab. Okay, so when you type the Google Colab, you will be getting this one, Google Colab. Click on that particular thing. So now I have to log in. So in order to log in, so I have to log in with a new thing. So here I will be cancelling. So I will be logging with my sign in. So before that, you also should log in. So in order to log in, so give your Gmail password and give it as next. So once you log in, come for your welcome to collaboratory. So here under welcome to collaboratory. So now you will get like this. Okay, this is the first one. So now if you are going with a new notebook where you have to work, just you select new notebook. Okay, so but I have already created a notebook. So what it is a Python function hands-on. So I will be opening this one and I will illustrate. So if you are not created, you simply click on new notebook and you will get the next screen what I will share. Okay, so now I will be opening this particular thing. Okay, so this is first initially if you open new notebook, what you will get it as untitled 0.ipynb. So you'll be getting it as untitled 0.ipynb. So there you can just click on and you can change whatever names you want. Okay, so after that, as you log in, the first thing what you have to do, so you have to go with this connection. So here connect will be there. So click on that and click on connect to hosted runtime. When you click connect to hosted runtime, once it is connected, you will be getting like this. See here, it is telling it is connected to Python. So you can see here connected to Python 3 Google Computer Engine backend. So out of this much space, this much RAM and this much space will be given. Now you come for the programs. Okay, so take the code cell. So each one we call it as cell here. So first you come for the code cell. So before going for the program, now I will tell you. So now I will tell you. So what's the function? So function is a subset of a program. So it contains a set of instructions to be executed. So it will be outside the main function. Main is the system function, but you are going to create a user-defined function. So user-defined function will be always there outside the main only. Understood? So here the no main nothing. Just you have two words. So inside the main, there will be a calling function. Outside the main, there will be a called function. So inside the main, there will be a calling function. Inside main, there will be a calling function, and outside the main, there will be a called function. So where you get the word define, def means definition of the function, that is called as a called function. Understanding? So where you get the word def, that means definition of the function. Where the definition of the function will be, it will be outside the main. So at that time, we this part come for this program def of add. I have given like this. So what does it mean? This is a function definition. Okay, so this is called as a called function, which will be outside the main. Okay, so similarly, you come for call the function. So this is called calling function. So without def, if you are finding any function name, how to identify the function name? If bracket open and bracket closes there, that marks a function. So if this function is not containing def, that is called as a calling function. If that function is containing def, that is called as a called function. So I will here in the definition, I will be giving it as printf addition function. So when I go and execute that one, this statement will be printed. Understood? So now inside the function, I have already told you there will be two types of functions, calling function and called function. So calling function will be not have any word like def, whereas called function, that is definition of the function, will contain the word def. So for the function inside the brackets, you can specify any arguments. Okay, so what you specify the arguments in the call in the calling function. So keep in your mind, calling function andre alli def ana word iralla, called function andre alli def ana word irutte. So keep that one in your mind. So calling function, if it contains the parameter, they are called as the actual parameters. So called function, if it is containing parameters, they are called as a formal parameters. Understanding, calling function will contain actual parameters and called function will contain formal parameters. Okay, now you come for the next program, calling a function with arguments. Okay, so here I have given def. What is the def? It is a definition of the function that is called function. So here I have given with parameters a comma b. So in printf addition function result a plus b I have given. So now come for the calling function. What is the calling function? Add of 1 comma 2. So in here 1 comma 2 are the actual parameters, and here a comma b are called as a formal parameters. Parameters in the parameters which are there inside the calling function are called as the actual. Outside the in the called function, that is called as a formal parameters. Okay, so this is calling the function with arguments. This is one type. Okay, similarly, you can also have this another type. So when you, what is the values you are given here? 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2 will result in 3. So calling a function with arguments. So add of a comma b. Here I am calling the function the same thing, but here we are giving a set of statements here. So for a plus b, this is for demo I have taken. Okay, so same thing will be executed. So now you come for the next part, calling a function with 1 or 3 arguments. So keep in your mind, if you have called actual parameters are 2, formal parameter should be 2. If actual parameter is 1, formal parameter should also be 1. So that is the case. So now you see here, so called function I am giving add of a comma b. Okay, so how many parameters the add will take? It will take 2 parameters. Suppose, so you have to give how many? You have to go with the 2 parameters only. So but here you are going with 1 parameter. So first parameter is assigned to a, but second parameter it is not there. So second parameter will go for which? It will go for the b. So when you give 1 parameter, so what will happen? You will get add missing 1 required argument b. So a is there, a is containing value 1, but b is not there. So that for that purpose we will tell if the actual parameters, if the formal parameters are 2, the actual parameters should also be equal to formal parameters. Okay, so now you come for, so that is the error you will be getting. So similarly, if you give any 3 values, here it is 2 values. If you give 3 values, what will happen? It will again show you an error. So come for the next one, calling a function with arbitrary arguments. Okay, suppose if there, keep in your mind, there are 2 concepts. One is arbitrary, the other one is keyword arguments. 2 things. Okay, so if the value are given with the same name, so n number of values are there. If n number of values are to be given with the same name, then that arguments are called as a arbitrary arguments. Okay, so n number of arguments containing the same name. Okay, so that is called as a arbitrary arguments, and it is given denoted with star, single star. Understood? So for that I have taken here, so arbitrary arguments, so star nums. So all the elements, if you are giving n number of elements also, so what it will take, it will take it as star nums. So star nums is the arbitrary argument. Okay, so in this I am taking print the third number. So third number, as you take it, is an array. So array will start from 0 1 2. Okay, so 0 1 2, it will when you go with the third number, so print, it will show you 23 34 and 45. You are given three values. So what the values you will be having? So to a nums of 0 is equal to 23, nums of 1 is equal to 34, nums of 2 is equal to 45. So here you are printing what? Nums of 2. So nums of 2 will result in 45. So that is the value. Okay, suppose if you are going to give nums of 1. So what is nums of 1? Nums of 1 will return in 34. Suppose if you give the nums of 3, what you will be getting? So see here, nums of 3 will not give you the value because you are calling the function with how many values? 3 values. So it will be 0th value, it will be first value, it will be second value. There will be no third value. So for that purpose, we have given it as index, tuple index out of range. So it is out of range. Suppose if I give it 56 here. So suppose if I give 56 at run, the nums of 3 is equal to 56. Understood? So that is, but here all the values you are containing is all the values you are containing is of same variable name but different index. Okay, so if you want different variables with that concept, so now you come for the new concept, that is keyword arguments. So keyword arguments, KWARGS. Okay, keyword will be represented as KW. ARGS means arguments. So for that, if you want to store each and every value in different arguments, so at that time we go with the keyword arguments. So keyword argument n1 into n3. So third value is n3, and while assigning you have to give like this. So while assigning you have to give n3 is equal to 23, n1 is equal to 34, and n2. So what values you have taken, it can be given randomly. So execution of this n3. What is n3? It is 23, and you are printing here. Okay. So now you come for the arbitrary keyword arguments. What's the meaning of arbitrary? So n number of values are given in the same name. That is called as a arbitrary. If n number of values are to be given in different names, it is called keyword. So suppose you mix both. So that is arbitrary keyword arguments. So that will be given with a symbol called star star KWRX. So that will be given with the word star star KWRX. Okay, so that will be represented. So now you can take it like this. So star arbitrary. Arbitrary means you will be giving it as star nums. So keyword arguments. So 1 star for arbitrary, 1 star for keyword. Next you get the argument name as nums. So now I print the value. So nums of n1. So there you have given it as nums of 0, nums of 1, nums of 2. So compare here, you are giving what? Nums of 3. So what you are giving here? Nums of n1. So nums is a arbitrary argument. N1 is the keyword argument. So that's why we call this particular nums of n1 as arbitrary keyword argument. So now when you call a function, now we are going to call a function n3, n1, n2. So what is the n1 value, that will be printed here. Okay, so now you come for the default parameter value. So what's the meaning of default? If any function is not specified any value, if a function, if the argument is not given, so then at that time, if any default value is specified, that value will be taken. Understanding what I'm telling? So default parameter value means if any function does not containing any value. So at that time, if you want to set the default value, you can set the default value as given here. So define value num is equal to 350. So print num. So when you go with num 23 is given, so no default value. At that time number is 23. When here 34 is given, so 34 will be printed. Now you come here, the last one, you are not given any value. At that time what it will do, it will go for the default value. What is the default value? 350, and that will be printed here. Okay, now you come for the next one, passing a list as an argument to function. So what should be passing list as an argument? So function name will be there, inside the brackets you will be having list. So for that is an argument. So where the arguments will be always inside the brackets. Okay, arguments are of two types. One is actual parameters, the other one is formal parameters. Understand? So now we are passing a list as an argument. So before you pass a list as an argument, the list is to be created. Okay. So see what's the first, you take a function. So what is the function name is RNO of nums. So roll numbers you are going to print. Okay. So this is the function, it will print the roll numbers. So for that you have to go for a list. A list is equal to is given with array brackets. So three values are given. Now you give a list as an argument to the function. So the list is SNO. It is given with as an argument within brackets to the function name RNO. So now the RNO will print. Now RNO will take each and every nums and it will print it. So first nums is 34. RNO of 34. So the roll numbers you will be getting 34, 45, and 23. Okay, so now come for the next one, returning the values. So that means you are going to return the values here. So for that I have taken a function definition, grace marks. So what it will do, it will return 2 plus num. So now I call a function. This is calling function. So there I give it as n is equal to grace marks of 34. What is this 34? It is num. So return what? 2 plus 34. So that we will be printing it as 36. And where it is stored? It is stored in n and it is printed here. Okay. Suppose if you call a function and it doesn't containing any value. Okay. So no code or no definition is given. So at that time you can in order to make pass, you will be giving it as pass statement. So if the function definition will not containing anything, but if you want to pass, so you can give it as pass statement. So here you will be calling like this. Okay, so now you come for the recursion program. So you as I already told you, recursion means a function that is calling by itself. So till now, in all the above, what you were doing, a calling function which is inside the main will call a called function outside the main. So now you come for the recursion. So under recursion, you give it as def fact of num. So what is num? It is a formal parameter. What is fact? It is a function name. If num double equals 1, if the given input is 1, the fact will be 1. Else apart from that, return num star fact of num minus 1 will be the code. That means factorial is equal to n star fact of n minus 1. So now you call a function. So what is function name? Fact. What is the actual parameter? 4. So where the 4 will go and sit? 4 and go and sit in num. So if num double equals 1, no 4 not equal to 1. At that time you will return. Now again this fact function, which is a called function, will again call a fact function. So that there a fact function is again calling the same fact function. So this fact function, which is a called function, is again going to start the fact, call the again the fact function. That's why this fact is calling this fact. So that's why we call it as recursive. Understood? So now you come for this particular program. So first, so till now we have gone with each and everything. Now you come for this part. So what is the program name we have given? So I have to get the lesser of two events. So that means two numbers. So 2 comma 4 is equal to 2, 2 comma 5 is equal to 2. So what is the function? Write a function that returns the lesser of two given numbers if both numbers are even, but return the greater if one or both the numbers are odd. Okay. So now for to find the lesser, okay, how to find if any number modded with 2. So why you are going to take a modded with 2? You will take two values, A and B. Okay, so now you have to mod it with 2. Mod with 2 means if A modded with 2, A double equals 0 means any number, if it is divided with 2, have the remainder 0. That we call it as even number. Understand it? So you will be giving it as even number. So similarly, b mod 2 double equals 0, return minimum. Okay, write a function to return the lesser of two numbers. If both are even, to return the lesser. ಯಾವಾಗ lesser when both the numbers are even, or return the greater if one or both the numbers are odd. Okay, if two numbers are even, return the minimum. Okay, if or return the greater if one or both the numbers are odd. Okay, so at that time it will show you. So now I will be taking it as 2 comma 5. So first element is even and the other one element is odd. So what is the case you should do? So one is odd, the one is even. So you have to return maximum. If both are even, return lesser. So if one of the number is odd, so you have to go with the maximum. So 2 comma 5 will result in 5. Okay, so these programs are somewhat easy. You can easily understand. Function that takes a two-word string and returns to if both the words begin with same letter. So see here I have given it as level-headed lemma. Both the strings are starting with L, so give it as true. So here I will be taking it as crazy, and here it is kangaroo. So both C and K not matching, so it will return false. Okay, so whatever the words you are going to give, two-word string you have to take. So all the elements word list is to be splitted. So words you are giving, right? So words are to be splitted now. So how you are going to split? So define word list is equal to text dot split. So inside that, if word list of 00, that means word, first character will be pointed with 00. With second word first character, first word first character will be pointed with 00, and second word first character will be pointed with 10. So second word will comes under first row, but column remains 0 only. But first element, first row, it will be in first row, first element. Okay, so now that is the logic. Return word list of 00 double equals word list of 10. Now I call capital L, and here it is capital L. So both are the strings are same. At that time you will be getting it as 0. Okay, so now you come for the next program. Given two integers, return true if the sum of integers is 20, or if one of the integer is 20. Sum of integers is 20 or one of the integer is 20. Sum 20 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ one of the integer 20 ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? True ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. So that I have taken the examples. 20, 10 add ಮಾಡಿ, sum ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? 30. Sum equals 20 or one of the integer is 20. As both are not same, so one of the integer is 20. Sum is not 20, but one of the integer is 20. At that time, return true. So now you compare. One of the integer is not 20, but sum is 20. 12 plus 8 is equal to 20. So return true. So 2, 3. So here, sum is 5. It is not equal to 20. At the same time, one of the 90 number is also not 20. So what it will do? It will return false. So what's the function I've taken? How many values it will take? N1 and N2. So return N1 plus N2 double equals 20, or N1 double equals 20, or N2 double equals 20. So now I will go with the explanation. So makes 20 of 20 comma 10. One of the element is 20, true. So here 12 comma 8, true. So 2 comma 3, I'm getting it as false. So don't get executed all this in one separate. So as you are going with the different iterations and different values, you have to choose different code blocks only. Take each code block and you execute. So now you come for write a function that capitalizes the first and fourth letter of the name. First and fourth letter should be capitalized. So what should be the minimum? How many strings it should be? First and fourth character should be. So can you tell? So first and fourth character. So how many characters should be there? It should be greater than 3 minimum. ಏಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? Minimum 4 should be there. Okay, so for that you take it as old McDonald is the function name. If I give McDonald, what you will get? The first character is M. Second, third, fourth character. First and fourth character should be what? Should be made capitalized. So if length, first the length should be what? It should be greater than 3. At that time, return name call dot 3 dot capitalize plus name 3 dot capitalize. So that means, so this will make the first character as capitalized, and this one will make the fourth character as a capitalize. So when I call, this will be the result what I am getting. So now you come for the next. Return the sentence with the word reversed. So that means I will give the function name as master Yoda. I am home. So what should be the output? Home am I. Similarly, we are ready. Ready are we. So what should be done? Replace each and every characters. Okay, so for that, if it is in the sentence, you have to split and put from the last. So what is the return? Dot join, return nothing. So return, you have to give it as the empty space, and join of text dot split from -1. So as I have told, this one if you are given it in list or tuple, so this one will be 1, 2, 3, and if you are want to move from last, it will be -1, it will be -2, it will be -3. As you want in reverse, first you have to start from where? -1. So join, why you are going with a join? You have splitted with starting from -1. So -1 is home, -2 is am, -3 is I. So you have to split each and every element starting from -1 and keep joining. So keep joining with a space. So see here, space is there. So that's why I'm got it. The space after home, you are having a space. After am, you are having a space. Okay. So now you come for the paper doll. So paper doll was the string where for every character there are 3 characters. So this is that means for if one character is there, you have to go with 3 characters. So that is the thing. So that is paper doll. Hey, hello I have taken. So H will be given 3 times, E will be given 3 times. For first L you will be getting 3, second L you will be getting 3, and O. So that is the concept. So come for the function paper doll is equal to text. So text is what you give hello Mississippi, that is the text. So result, you are not having anything for character in the text. For each character, how many characters you should get extra? For one character, you have to get 2 characters. So H is there. So for that, I will be giving it as result plus is equal to char star 3. So what is the results plus is equal to, what is char? H. That will be printed how many times? 3 times. And that should be placed in result. So keep on doing until for each and every character. So I will give the hello and you will be getting the output like this. So now you come for the last one, spygame. So write the function that creates text in a list of integer and returns true if it contains 007. So suppose this is the list. List will start with array brackets. So in sequence you should have 007. If it is there, true. So here in order, okay. So in between you can have anything. Okay, first zero should be there. In between you can have anything. Again zero should come. In between you can have anything. Again seven should come, but not in reverse or anything. So take the second one. So after one you are having zero. So in between you are having 2, 4. So after 5 you are getting 7. But 007 is in sequence. So take it as true. But you come for here. So I have given 7 here, 0 here, 0 here. It's in reverse. So it will return as false. So spy game, the code I have taken it as 007x should be there. So for that, for num in nums, what is for num in nums? If num double equals code of 0, code dot pop of 0. Okay, this one will also work. So when I give this is the code, you'll be getting like this. So I've given it as 1240075. It will return this one as true. Understood? So this is the program we have going to see using Python functions. So I illustrated each and everything. You work on different sessions and learn the concepts. Understood. So this is the hands-on sessions on Python functions. So next topic we'll go with the strings in the next video. So I hope you all got understood. So if any doubts, you can comment in the chat box, or you can check. If you are seeing in the online, you can go comment in the YouTube. Okay. So thank you. Take care. Be safe. Learn the things. Being in home. Bye.